A warm welcome to Anuradha Vedic Astrology. Today we are going to talk on one of the principles of Pushkar Navamsha. What is Pushkar Navamsha? How does it manifest in your life? What are its results? Where does Pushkar Navamsha give the best kind of results? And how do you locate the Pushkar Navamsha? So, a lot to be covered in this session. And I will give you an example on Pushkar Navamsha at the end of the session. So, stay tuned till the end of the session. Before we begin, a warm welcome to all of you. A big thanks to all of you for liking, sharing and subscribing to our YouTube and Spotify channels and writing in your comments and suggestions there. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please do, and do remember to press the bell icon so that you can get the updates ASAP. Okay, so what is Pushkar Navamsha? Push in Sanskrit, pushyati means to feed, to nurture, to grow, and then Navamsha we know is 1/9 of any Rashi, and it is placed in specific, there is a specific arrangement that needs to be made with the Navamsha padas. Okay. Now, when a Navamsha pada of any Rashi happens to fall in the Pushkar Navamsha zone, it is a very auspicious pada because it helps you to grow up in life. Any planet that is placed there, that will eventually grow very well in life. There is a disclaimer to it which we will be looking in the end, but general belief is that it will grow in life and it will give you good results. And does it happen with everybody, every planet and every Pushkar Navamsha? Well, it is placement related, which we can find Dhruv Nadi has given very specifically how to look into it. So, we will look into it at the end. That is one point. Then what does it give? In the fivefold aspect of life, be it material prosperity, career prosperity, health and wealth, your good movement upwards in your career, if there is a lot of happiness that you need, good relationships around you that you are looking for, a healthy constituent, you have name and fame, and it also brings it spiritual enlightenment. Obviously, it will depend upon the number of planets and the kind of planet that it is in the Pushkar Navamsha. Now, what are the Pushkar Navamshas that we need to see? Which planets are the, which Navamshas of which signs fall under the Pushkar Navamsha? I will explain to you in a very short detail, in a very short notice that you just need to take up the signs, the fire signs. For the fire signs, the 7th and the 9th Navamsha are the Pushkar Navamsha. In the earth signs, the 3rd and the 5th sign are the Pushkar Navamsha. In the airy sign, when we talk about the airy sign, we see that the 6th and the 8th are the ones that fall in the Pushkar Navamsha. And when we talk about the water signs, the 1st Navamsha of any water sign and the 3rd Navamsha of any water sign fall in the Pushkar Navamsha. So, first we saw what exactly is Pushkar Navamsha, then we saw that what it can give us, and now we have seen what is the placement of this Pushkar Navamsha in different signs. Now, practically speaking, how do you judge whether the planet which is placed in the Pushkar Navamsha has the capacity to give you a lot of wealth, a lot of happiness, a lot of placement in your career, so on, so forth. So, what do you need to do is just see where it has gone and sat in the D9 chart. Okay. So, I will take up the case, I will start teaching you or I will start showing this to you with the help of a kundali. Okay. Here I am taking up a chart. In this chart, I am just taking up 2 planets here. The 2 planets for Vivekanandji, which are in Pushkar Navamsha. One is Sun and the other one is Venus. Okay. In the D1 chart, Sun is placed in the Lagna, okay, and Venus is placed in the second house. Here we see that Sun is Vargottam and is also in the Pushkar Navamsha. It is in the last pada, with the Sagittarius is a fiery sign, and the last pada, as I told you, of any fiery sign is Pushkar Navamsha. So, it is in sign of Sagittarius, so it will stay in Sagittarius and it is in the Pushkar Navamsha. So, it is Vargottam as well as in Pushkar Navamsha, and it is a very strong Sun, apart from the fact that it is also his Atmakarak. It is a very strong Sun. Now, in the D9 also, it goes to Sagittarius. You can see that in the D9 chart. And when I superimpose this, when I take this with the D1 and the D9, I find that it is sitting on the Lagna of the D9 and it is the 9th lord. So, it means that it is very beneficial for him, making it extremely powerful a planet that has a lot of capacity to give him a lot of good. Now, when we talk about the other planet that I was talking about, Venus, I told you that in earthy signs what happens is the 3rd pada and the 5th pada, they are said to be Pushkar Navamsha. I take up the placement of Venus, which is placed in the 3rd pada of Uttarashad, that is, it is technically placed in the 4th pada of Uttarashad, but 3rd pada in the sign of Capricorn. So, it moves to the mean or Pisces Navamsha. Okay. If I take the placement of Venus in Pisces, superimpose it in the D1 chart, it moves into the 4th house and it becomes Digbali. It is very auspiciously placed. The Dhruv Nadi technique is basically taking the placement of a planet in the D1 chart, in the D9 chart or whatever respective charts that we are seeing. It is very much applicable throughout the divisional charts, and then you place it in the D1 and see if it is placed in a good house according to D1. That planet during its dasha, antardasha, gives excellent results. So, Venus, when I superimpose for chart of Swami Vivekanand in the D9, in the D1, taking its position from the D9, I find that it is placed in the 4th house. I repeat again, it is Digbali, it is exalted, and it is the 6th lord of service for D1, 11th lord of name, fame, moving in big circles, and we see all of it happening in his life. As far as service was concerned, his service was all towards his guru. You see, in the Lagna is again sitting a planet, Sun, which is the 9th lord, representing the guru and the Atma, and it is also his Atmakarak. It is also very strongly present in Pushkar Navamsha, Vargottam, in the Lagna, very strong a personality, and so we find that this is how you need to evaluate, I repeat, evaluate whether the planet in Pushkar Navamsha will give you good results or not. I take another example just so that you can understand it properly. Say people who have any planet which is sitting in, say, Pushya Nakshatra, 2nd pad, okay. As Pushya Nakshatra 2nd pad is also a Pushkar Navamsha pad, because it is the 3rd, I repeat, the 3rd Navamsha in the water sign of Cancer. So, when the 3rd sign, it goes into the sign of Virgo in the D9 chart. Now, I pick up that planet and from the D9 and place it in the D1. If it so happens that the Lagna in the D1 is Pisces, is Taurus, is also your Leo, or it also happens to be, you know, Virgo, it happens to be your Gemini, it happens to be your Sagittarius or Scorpio, or for that matter Capricorn, then all these lagnas, for all these lagnas, that particular placement of a planet in the sign, in the nakshatra of Pushya, in the second pad, will reap excellent benefits. But for Aries, but for the sign of, for the lagna of Cancer, for the lagna of Libra, or for that lagna of Aquarius, it will not give good benefits at all. Why? Because for them it falls in the 6, 8, 3, 12 houses. When that, as compared to the lagna, I repeat again, you have to be very careful superimposing it in the lagna chart and finding out its results. That is the only way we can understand whether a planet will give good results in Pushkar Navamsha or not. So this is something that has to be done with practice. Pushkar Navamsha gives immense wealth, immense prosperity, but you need to check that out. Till we meet with you again, stay safe. Please hit the bell icon for fresh updates. Don't forget to like, share and comment on the videos, and please subscribe to our channel.